let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. Grenada belongs to all of us, and we must work harder and smarter to develop it, to ensure that we live it better than we met it. All right? That's important, because we want our children and children to inherit something better, way better. You know, sometimes I listen to people because they do not support the NDC or the government for that matter. They're crying wolf, right? And when it comes, I hope they can deal with it, right? Grenada belongs to all of us. So why should you wish Grenada bad? Why should you paint a bad picture of your country? Why should you come across as though you want more crime to happen, right? There are people who come across that way. They make you believe that they vex that Grenada is still a peaceful country. Grenada is still a peaceful place when compared to the other islands in the Caribbean. Grenada is still a very peaceful island or islands. Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. We're a warm people. We are a loving people. We are a tolerant people. So when you cry wolf and they come, all the wolves come to devour, to eat the sheep and the goats and so on. I hope you can deal with it. Not because you don't support a party, you should be talking your country bad, you should be wishing your country bad and so on. No. We have to rise above that. If something is good, we must commend it and applaud it. If something is bad, yes, we can talk about it and try to get solutions to make sure that we, remedy the thing. But do not talk your country bad. Do not wish bad on your country, because you have children, and the children, in some cases, your children, they have children too. So you have to understand that we love our country, and we must never talk our country bad like this. Grenada is still a very peaceful place. The crime rate is extremely low. You may think that it's high, but it is low when compared to the other islands. It is fairly low. So do not get this whole idea that things are falling apart and things are so bad. No. And, we promoted, under the NNPA, they promoted Grenada as the island of 100,000 jobs. All right? But because you do not support the NDC, and because we have a young prime minister who plays jab jab or partakes in carnival, right? You now turn in your tongue to say, well, it's devil mass, and to say that it's Satan thing and it's no good. Why? Why? All islands, they have their carnival, they have their event, their festival, and so on. Why should you then, in other words, I say to people, if you don't partake in carnival, that's up to you, right? That's up to you. But don't impose your belief on everybody else to say to people, well, don't participate, don't partake. In other words, if you don't eat pork, I respect that. I should not, if you come in my house, serve you pork. No, I respect the fact that you don't eat pork and I will not serve you pork. But don't tell me that you should come and tell me not to eat it. I could eat it, but I would not serve you it. So if you don't believe in carnival, then it's up to you. You don't have to partake. You don't have to play jab jab. You don't have to play the vekor or the shotney or the fancy mass or whatever. You don't have to. But if you play jab jab or you partake in carnival, then enjoy it. Enjoy it. But don't come and tell me because you have a phone in your house and you have the radio and you're free to speak, then you should tell everybody. Call a radio station and say to everybody, don't play it. What you do with your life is your life. And that is why I always say Grenada is a tolerant society. We're tolerant. So don't come and tell me because you're a Baptist, everybody should be a Baptist. Or you're a full gospel, everybody should be a full gospel. Or you're a Jehovah's Witness, everybody should be that. Come on. And some of these people who are speaking, they fornicate, they covet, right? Their neighbors this and their neighbors that. They do all kinds of stuff in the dark. They involve in witchcraft, iniquity, destroying people's life, right? Adultery. They involve in all kinds of stuff. They would steal. They would do all kinds of stuff. And mind you, they don't call it stealing. When they thief, it's called there's a new name. There's a big word for it. Embezzlement. So they would do all of these things. And mind you, it's in the closet. But they want to come and be the morality police for Grenada and for everybody else. So they would come out and they would say, don't do this and don't do that, because in the public, the light is shining on them. But in the dark, they are evil, right? Very, very evil. Just their thought, they wish bad for you, your neighbor, your friend. So I am saying, don't come and be a morality police to say to us here in Grenada, well, don't partake and carnival is this and carnival is that. Go and watch yourself in the mirror. That's the first thing you need to do. Go and watch yourself in the mirror. And then we can have a conversation. So I am saying, do not impose what you believe on everybody else. No, don't. Don't impose that on everybody else. And that is important. When we speak about tolerance, you should, as a Pentecostal, be tolerant enough to accept the Rastafarian, the Jehovah's Witness, the Seventh-day Adventist, the Catholic, the Anglican, the Presbyterian. That's tolerance, right? You have a right to worship. You have a right to assemble and so on. But that should not make you believe that your right should be supreme and override everybody else. So they can't do this and they can't do that, or they must subscribe to this or subscribe to that. We are not in a society where only one religion or only one place you can go and socialize or whatever, only one thing you can subscribe to. If you don't, then there are consequences, right? I'm simply saying, let us be tolerant enough to accept something different, right? We have been involved with carnival for many years. Other islands, they do the same. You hear some people talk as though, Grenadians shouldn't do this and Grenadians shouldn't do that. Okay, all right. And then you ask them, but the other islands and everybody else, they're doing their stuff, right? Then they come around and they say, well, Grenada is chosen by God, and da 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 da. They come with, it's like the folks who before Ivan, you didn't hear them. Hurricane Ivan came and destroyed our country. And all of these people start going on the streets, different street corners, they call in radio stations and say, well, they had that vision and they had that dream and they this and they that. But why didn't you tell us before the thing happened? Why? Why didn't come out and tell us before? And then Emily came and then they came out on the street again and they said, well, I had that vision and I had that vision. And they start going down the road. Then COVID-19 and so on came. And they say, well, they had that vision and that will happen. And that's how they operated. Because they believe that we are fools. They believe they can fool us. They had this vision and then you think about it, you say, but wait. Well, you had all that vision, all that this and all that. Why didn't tell the people before? Why? But they believe by doing these things, we'll be afraid, we'll be scared, we're going to run in a corner and cry, and we're not going to go out, and we're not going to involve. I am saying, if you do not partake in carnival activities, events, and so on, that's up to you. That is your right. But do not try to impose it on everybody else. No. Nope. Don't. Allow the people, just as you decided this is the route you will go, let the people decide what route they will go. If you have your kids, then you could decide for them because they're under your control. And once they turn 18, you have a problem. In fact, 16, 17. Good? So I'm saying to all of us, we have to be tolerant as a society. Carnival is a thing that is an event, it's a time of the year that we all look forward to. All right? Family members come back home, they spend a lot. This is a $200 million industry. Carnival. People spend a lot, and we depend heavily on people coming back to Grenada and spend a lot. We expect between 50 to 60,000 people here in Grenada for Carnival. And they will spend and spend a lot. And people's livelihood depend on Carnival being a bumper event. So let us continue being a tolerant society. Not because you have a phone and a radio frequency playing in your house and you know the number to a radio station, it means that you can call and see all kinds of stuff. And what I love is that there are some people who are reasonable in their thinking who can call and say, but wait. You would allow a person to call every morning on a particular radio station and say, well, the chatters on the street say X and say Y and say all manner of things, right? And they're not factual. You would allow this woman from Sanssouci, to call and say all manner of things. They're not factual. But the many times somebody calls in and say something, you cut them off. But that person can rebut and say, well, yesterday somebody called and spoke about the wolf, then they could call back and then you ask yourself, but wait, if this is the rule, then why you're allowing one or two persons to just do what they want on that said program. And people are starting to think. And that is why a caller called this morning on that Plead Your Cause program and called the host a hypocrite. A hypocrite. He can't correct these people because he's not knowledgeable enough to correct them, to guide them accordingly. So they're free to say anything. That is why that particular radio station was served with pre-action letters, because you just allow people to say anything, slander people, and just get away with it, right? That's not fair. That's not right. But, folks, let us move on. I want to say to you, you need to speak positivity into life in this country. There are too many people who are just negative, who are accustomed to complaining and highlighting the negative things over and over again. And mind you, when these people call programs, they are not doing it from a sincere place. They are doing it because they have an agenda. So they may support a political party and they want to see that political party back in power. So all that they do is get towards achieving that goal, right? So they would call and speak bad things, negative things. So the road is being paved properly, but yet for all, they will call and say, well, the patching, and the road condition is this and that, even if they know that the road is being fixed or paved properly, different from what was there before. And that is what we face. And mind you, they will hear their leader, right, say, if he knew he was going to lose the election, the NDC would not have met any money in the treasury. In other words, he would have gone on a spending spree to spend all the money in the treasury. Just spend it out. So that the government who comes in, the party who comes in, would have to, will catch their tail to get off the ground. And they have no problem with that. No problem at all. That is what we are up against. You have a group of people who support a party who will put party before country. So their leader, imagine, and I played that piece for you here, their leader openly said, if he knew that his party was going to lose the election, he would not leave a cent in the treasury. He would go on a spending spree as he is accustomed to doing. We saw it in 2008, right? But this time around, the hands of God was involved in everything that was taking place in real time, right? So the money had to be there. He had to call the election at that particular time, and he had to lose, and the NDC administration had to meet money there to do things for our people. But these same people, they are hopping and they jolly and they happy with the fact that normally he would just spend everything and have the government who comes in to start from scratch and fall into serious problems. That did not happen this time around. So I am saying we have to start speaking positivity to life. We want good for our country. So not because you lost the election, not because you were badly beaten, it means that you have to be so negative towards your country. Do you know that these same obstructionists, they are supporting this Hollywood individual who have this $100,000 reward for the the people who are involved in a particular crime. But not just that, what the individual put out on Grenada, they are supporting that. How could that be? You will support an outsider, right? Who is not Grenadian, who cares less about Grenada because he's out there in the big world, right? He doesn't care about Grenada. No. Nope. He doesn't. He's concerned more about his agenda. But you have those obstructionists, NNP supporters out there supporting that, happy about that this individual is out there trying to smear Grenada's good character. And not only him, he and that next person who is some publicist or somebody involved in that same realm. Come on. You're happy about that? That these individuals are out to spoil Grenada's good name, good image. They want to destroy it. And you are happy about that because your party did not win? Come on. So you support a party, they lost, and you're happy that you have these millionaires or billionaires out there trying to destroy your country, the good reputation of your country. We are a tolerant people. We are a friendly people. We are warm and friendly. We don't target any sect or any group. No, that's not Grenada. That's not Grenadianism. We don't do that. So why should you then support? I see some people on social media supporting this thing. Some of them, they have been in this same thing for many years. There was one who used to work at a particular radio station. She's now in the United States, right? And she's hopping on, but I mean, she's in that thing. She has been in that same thing for a long time, right? That same thing. And you see a number of these people out there, and I'm saying, okay, all right. You're so hard that you can't understand Grenada's image is at stake and reputation. So you're out there painting Grenada so bad, you don't care. And then you complain about roads not being fixed. You complain about the healthcare system. You complain about the education system. You complain about problems here and problems there. But you want people to boycott Grenada. You want people to paint Grenada badly and don't come here. So how would you get your roads fixed and your school fixed and your healthcare center fixed and all these different things? I mean, some people don't think for a moment. They don't care. To them, everything needs to be just crash and burn. That's how they operate in. This country belongs to us. We should wish good on our country and defend our country. Just check it out around the world. You think a Trini, no matter if they're UNC or PNM, you think a Trini going to allow you to attack their country? Huh? Huh? You think a Trini going to allow you, no matter the UNC or PNM, allow you to talk the country bad? Huh? You mad or what? You're crazy? You think a Jamaican, look at what's happening now with the US and Jamaica. You think the Jamaican people, they could be JLP or PMP. You think they would allow these folks to talk their country bad? Where? You mad or what? You think the Bajans, for example, Barbados, you think they would allow you to talk the country bad? Even if they're BMP or BLP or whatever P, right? You believe they're going to allow you to talk their country bad. You matter what? Country first. You have to defend your country and stand up with your country. Because these people are out there because they have money. They believe they can paint Grenada in a bad light. And you have people because they support the NNP. They supporting that. Come on, that's dumb of you. Where's your patriotism? Where is your patriotism and your love for country? Country first, everything else is after. You're mad. You have to stand up with your country. Because it's not like the country did anything wrong. The police did nothing wrong. You know, some people come across as though the police did this or not doing this. Our police force, they have a 80-something% crime solving rate, you know. They solve crimes. Some people underestimate what we have here, you know. We have a police force who, for decades, have been solving crimes. It may take some time, but they do the work and solve crimes. They get the perpetrators. So don't go there and paint Grenada bad and give people this impression that everything is falling apart here. Sometimes they have to look themselves in the mirror, you know. Look yourself in the mirror. Look at where you are living and the country that you live in. Yeah, sometimes you have to do that. But you want to attack because Grenada is small, right? Grenada is small and vulnerable. Grenada depends on tourism. So you're out there trying to destroy Grenada's good name. You want people out there to believe that if you're this and you come to Grenada, this will happen to you. That is what they're doing. That is their agenda. That is their agenda. They want people to believe if they subscribe to a particular thing or lifestyle or whatever they call it, this would happen. Grenadians are not like this. We are not like this. We love our country and we are tolerant as a people. We are respectful as a people. We are warm and friendly as a people, and people will tell you this. So don't give people the impression that we are bad. And you know, you have Grenadians, prominent Grenadians, who are in this thing, who are pushing this thing. And my mind goes directly to that individual with a podcast, with a platform, with an audience, and who subscribe to the same kind of way of life. And look, that's the individual's business. But the individual uses his or her platform, because I don't know the individual's gender, and I'm not concerned about that. The individual uses that platform to publish all kinds of bad things about Grenada, the police force, and everything like that. And the individual knows exactly what he or she's doing. Yes, because that individual is prominent, lectures in some university out there, and that kind of thing. And the individual is going after Grenada, and some people don't see it. They don't understand that. The individual is using his or her platform to go after Grenada, targeting Grenada and the tourism market and the brand that we have established. Grenada is a nice place, a peaceful place. We are a loving people. We are a tolerant people. Don't paint us in that light. No, don't. But I am not surprised. I am not surprised. Believe me. Because from day one, I red flag that particular individual. Either the individual is jealous of the fact that we have this young, intelligent prime minister who went to a particular school that said individual may have attended, and our beloved prime minister, the most honorable Deacon Mitchell, outshined that individual and now achieve what the individual can't achieve and will never achieve as prime minister of this country. And there is this jealous jealous feel that comes across. But we, the people, must stand up for our country. I remember some years ago when I spoke about something, a particular individual took it out of context and paid online to do an ad attacking me to say that I, Kendon Jones, was against the same kind of thing now, the same kind of lifestyle that certain people or agenda that certain people are pushing. They paid and put ads against me online, Kem Jones, when I was only reciting what a Jamaican artist said, right? So I am not surprised. I'm not surprised. I know from day one, these people, they have an agenda. They have their plan. So they want to damage Grenada, the good name and reputation of Grenada, for one isolated incident, right? That is under investigation. And they want the police to come out way before they conclude the investigation and say X and say Y and just spill everything out there in the public. That is what they want. That is what they want. But here it is. Ask them, do you have information to aid, to help the police to solve the crime? They don't. But they want the police to solve it. And take them down to that particular beach in the night. Just take them down on that beach in the night. So leave that particular restaurant and walk down that beach in the night when there is no moon outside. That's all. And look around. How many cameras do you have on that beach in the night? Because most of the hotels or guest houses, right, on that beach, they are not close to the beach. They are somewhere far away from the beach, right? Far away from the beach. And it's more or less dark. There are a lot of trees and so on there, and it's dark. So all you need to do, the same people who are attacking the police and attacking Grenada and want to spoil Grenada's name, take them down on that same beach in the night and have them walk on that beach in the night, late night, right? The time in question. And you tell me if you could see anything on that beach. Not only that, look around and tell me how many cameras on that beach and how many people on that beach. You tell me. I want to know. I want to know. So you have these people out there trying to paint Grenada bad and paint the police bad. I'm not saying they're perfect, but they give the impression that the police is not doing X and not doing Y. That's the impression they give. But I am saying to you, wherever you are, let me take you down to that same beach in the night, the same time in question, and tell me, not when moon is out, not when you have moonlight, not when you have full moon, when there is no moon out there, right? And let us walk on that beach in the night. Some people, they're ridiculous. And some of them, they have popular platforms and so on and so forth. But they want to paint Grenada bad. That is all they want to damage Grenada. They want us to lose revenue, lose resources, so our roads cannot be fixed, so our schools cannot be fixed, so our healthcare facilities cannot be fixed, so our public servants cannot be paid. That is what they want. That is exactly what they want. They are wishing that for Grenada. So I am saying, let us go on that beach. Let me walk you on that beach. Let's go on the beach in the night. Let's go there. And you will then tell me if what I am saying makes sense or not. How many properties on that beach that is actually very, very close? That beach is not like Grandad's beach, right? Where the properties are actually on the beach itself. It's not like that. So you would not find cameras on that beach, like giving you a good, image or video footage or a photograph of anything much in the night. During the daytime, you might when you begin to walk down the beach. But as you go further down, it is pretty much dark. Trees and so on, just dark all the way down. I'm telling you, extremely dark. So don't come across as though the police is not doing this or not. If you have evidence and information to help the police, come forward. Come forward and provide it to the police. But you have all these people speculating, putting on all kinds of mischievous information out there. All because they are part of this lifestyle, because that's what I call it, a lifestyle. And that agenda, they're pushing it, and they could care less about Grenada. They could care less about this piece of rock that we call home. Why? Grenada should come first. Grenada should come first. Don't tell me that you're so bitter and you're so caught up in pushing your agenda that you want to destroy a whole country, the good name of a country, because you want to push your agenda. If you in your business and you in your thing, that's your business. But Grenada comes first. We want good for our country. We want our country to prosper. Come on. But these people, they have their agenda and they don't care. They don't care. Grenadians are tolerant. Grenadians are respectful. Grenadians are loving people. Grenadians are warm people. That's who we are. That's in us. That's our nature. You can't take that away from us. Come on. Don't wish our country bad. Don't go there painting a bad picture of Grenada and the Grenadian people because you have an agenda. If you want to be what you want to be, that's your business. And not only that, they're talking. You love the guy so much. Why didn't you? You knew he was talented and he was this. Why didn't you take him up in Hollywood or in that particular place where he can realize his true potential? Why, when he was alive, you didn't help him? Huh? Why? You love him so much? Now that he's gone, you want to say to me that you love him and he was talented and he was good. Why didn't you help him when he was alive? Why didn't you give him the $100,000 when he was alive to build his career? Huh? To expand, to do certain things? Why you didn't do that? No. You want to paint Grenada bad. You want to paint Grenada in a bad light. You want to spoil Grenada. That is what you want to do. But if 100,000 people stand up, we will be far more than $100,000. We have to stand up for our country and defend our country. If you are a patriot, you have to defend your country. Grenada, it should and must come first. Always. Let us stand up for our country. Some people, because they have their, I look on social media, I tell you, and the people who are pushing that, they have their agenda. They have their agenda. Come on, you be what you want to be. You like a particular lifestyle. That's your business. Okay? All right? But you want to impose it on everybody? Huh? And you want to take a big brush and just paint Grenada and say Grenada this and Grenada that? I will stand up for my country. Anytime, anywhere. This is where I'm from. This is Grenada. This is Grenada. All right? Good. So, folks, the women's arm of the NDC would like to thank Dr. Niels J. Chaiton and the people of Grenada who came out, participated in the different sessions on mental health. They were all successful, all very successful. The women's arm of the NDC would like to express special thanks to Dr. Niels Chaitan or J. Chaitan for facilitating this. And also special thanks to the Honorable Kireen James, one of the ministers who actually showed up, participated, shared with the people in attendance. So again, kudos to the NDC Women's Arm. You have done a really marvelous job. You're not just talking mental health, but you're doing, right? You're actually doing, which is great. And I love that. Keep it up. You've always been proactive. You've always been at it. And that is why when you send me stuff, I'm quick to promote it. I'm quick to tell people about it because you have always done an excellent job. All right? So keep it up. Keep it up. I want to also say to you folks, tomorrow, Saturday, traditional mass festival in Victoria. All right? Hero Square, Victoria, St. Mark, traditional mass. That is what is going down. That is where it's going down. So Spice Mass Corporation, they want to invite you to come out and experience traditional mass. It starts at 3 p.m. in Victoria. All right? Then you have on Emancipation Weekend in, on Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York. That's 1215 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11226 at Nutmeg House. Emancipation celebration. So today, they have fish fry. That's today. Starting at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, they have oil down. So there's a nice vibes. Fish fry today. Tomorrow is oil down. Then Sunday is all day fete. Sunday from 1 p.m. All right? So it's the Nutmeg House, 1215 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11226. For more information, call 646 886 1092 or 718 600 6230. All right? Support that. Very important. Karakou, they have a brunch tomorrow, Saturday. Where? In front of the administrative building in Karakou. That's in Hillsborough. And it's a brunch, lunch, breakfast, brunch. And the menu is long. $20 for it. They're starting at 7 a.m. Go there and support them, the NDC Karakou branch. All right? Please support them to the fullest. Don't forget my event. My event is on Thursday. Thursday coming, because today is Friday. Then you have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Starting at 4 p.m. until 10. You have live band music. Solid, the band. The best band in Grenada. One of the best bands in Grenada. And you have DJ Selector Beast, one of the best DJs in Grenada. Popular DJs in Grenada. Then you have local foods. Local. This is not an event where you come to some thing where you're getting all the finger foods and all this nice thing and no. Local foods. Oil down. Right on the fire. Right on the fireside. Oil down. Tanya log. Stew turkey and coconut bakes. Provision and salt fish. Manish water. A pea soup. A pilau and coleslaw. A fried breadfruit. Right? A fish cake. A fried jacks. Fried fish. That kind of stuff. Coconut buns. That kind of thing. Local vibes. Local. That is what you will get. So don't come with the expectation that you're going to some kind of palace and get all the, real good stuff. Grenadian stuff. That is what you will get. All right? A solid bar because it's all inclusive. No drink selling. You buy the ticket, $300 for it, EC, US 110, Canadian 150. You understand the point? You buy the ticket, you come. So the event is on Thursday. Thursday. We have a lot of tickets still, plenty tickets. And it is towards me getting that radio station. Well, not just me, we getting a radio station to get the equipment and all they're not cheap. Very important. So that is the purpose. 10 events. And that would take me into my 10th year serving you, volunteering my time and effort in serving you. That is what I have been doing for the last 9 years, and we're going on to 10 years. 10 years. And in the 10th year, I should be in my own radio station, not in a home studio, because I am not a stagnant person. Upward mobility, progress, opportunities, expansion, development. That is what I am about. So on the 10th year, I should be in my own radio station, the people's radio station. So we are doing these events to raise the money, to get the cash, to be able to do just that. Yes, and folks, don't forget, yes, I have Cuckoo and Kalalu also. Yeah, thank you very much there. Frances Buckmeyer, yeah. Okay? So I'm saying to you, this is why I'm doing these events, to get the cash, the money, to buy the equipment, because we need $172,000 to get that, to accomplish that. And we will get there. We must get there. So again, buy the tickets. Support the event. You come in or you ain't coming, buy the tickets. Support the event. Sponsor something. Do something to help it, to make sure that it's successful. To make sure that it's good. Right? Sponsor something. Do something. Help to make sure that it is successful. This morning, someone called me. She said, Kim, I'm in the market, I'm in town. I have some seasoning for you. So you could blend it. Local seasoning. You understand the point? Yesterday, I went to the port to collect 2 crates of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff. About $6,000 worth of stuff that someone from Trinidad sent up to me for the event. Right? And just name it. Chaser, like the LLB, the ginger, the Coke for, the chaser, the flour, the oil, the man watch, tissue, the potato, the saltfish, the smoked herring, about $6,000 worth of stuff, right? From Trinidad. That's the blessing. That is the blessing. There are people who, call me and say, Kem Jones, you see this $1,000? There's a retired teacher who gave me $1,000. She said, this is for the radio station. She said, you want $172,000? Well, no, you want $171,000. That is for the radio station. I want you to succeed. And there are other people who give stuff, who, say, I go do this, I go do that for you. Right? It's a blessing. And I told you that people from all corners of the world will bless me because the hands of God is in this. I'm not perfect, but they will bless me and make sure that everything I touch is successful. They will make sure that happens. Someone called me from Aruba yesterday. Another person called me from France. Another person from Sweden. United States, well, obviously, Canada, the United Kingdom, and so on. But from all corners, there's a friend from Australia who called saying, I'll send this, I'll send that. So there are people who are going to bless you. You remember I told you about the gentleman who came and he dropped off 6 or 7 cases of chicken, turkey, chicken this and chicken that, and the wine and so on, the calories, he wanted to handle. I didn't expect that. But he came and blessed me with it because they want this event to be successful. And I want to say to you, speak positivity, speak good things, and it will come to pass. It will happen. Be positive. Be, because, and believe. You don't have to be perfect. Show me who is perfect out here. But I believe that the blessing will come. It will happen. It will come. From Carriacou, it will come. From PT Martinique, it will come. From Grenada, it will come. It will come. And after this event, when I tell you how much profit we were able to get from it, you will marvel. Because the people will make it happen. I'm telling you, they will make this thing happen. Trust me on that one. And the folks who told me, well, Kem, hold a ticket or two for them, I'll follow up with you today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, I'll follow up with you because we need to close in, so to speak. Before the event, all cash for all the tickets and so on need to be in. Very important. So we could know what we have. Because after the event, once it comes and it goes, you go to people and say, well, look, you told me hold 2 tickets for you. So, well, the event gone already. So it happens, right? So I'm saying all the people, because I think we have about 50 tickets that people tell me to keep for them. 50. That's $15,000. Tickets that people say, Kem Jones, hold that 2 tickets for me, hold that 1 for me, hold that for me. I have it, right? For you. So I have your name written down. Or some people say, well, I'll sponsor 2 tickets, or I'll sponsor 3 tickets, or I'll sponsor this among the tickets. I have the tickets for you, and I want you to buy it, purchase it, spend the money, get it, right? It's about 50 or so tickets that, well, I received a transaction this morning. So let's say 50, that's 48, right? 48, I think. It will be 40, right? It'll be 48 tickets. Let me check. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 35, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. All right? So 48 in total. So I'm correct because this morning, someone who bought 2 tickets, their transaction came in this morning. All right? Bank to bank. So we are at 48. 48. So we need the people who told me, well, hold that ticket for them. They go pay and so on, fulfill that obligation. So for example, today I will be by Ricky's Bar very early. Ricky's Bar in town. If you want tickets, you can come and check me there. All right? Link me up. If you have to pay for a couple of tickets, if you want me to pass by and collect the money and thing, I will do that. Because it's important. Very important. So again, just saying, because I don't want you to pay on the day, because I'm not really collecting money on the day unless you pay some money, you pay down something, and you have something balance. Because you have 1 or 2 people, balance $100 or something. That's different. But when it comes to paying, you got to do it before, because we're not selling things like on the day and you come and no. It's not like that. In fact, when the day comes, that is when all full preparation and everything will be, in full swing. Full swing. So you have to do it before. So I'm saying to you again, if you have to buy tickets and support this event, because there are people who tell me, Kem Jones, boy, I'm supporting you, I go support you, I go this, I go that. I say, okay. But they have not bought or purchased any tickets as yet. So do it today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, do it around that time. It's important. So buy the tickets, purchase the tickets. It's very, very important. I want to encourage you to do that. All right? Buy the tickets. I have the tickets for you. Once you holler at me and you say, Kem Jones, boy, I want a couple tickets, or buy it in advance. So I have it. And I'm looking forward to you supporting this event and buying up the tickets. Sponsor tickets if you have to. But be there. Support this event. Because I want it to be successful, and you should want it to be successful too. We want to have our own newsroom with people, 3 or 4 people working there, producing news, positive news about Grenada, about our government. Very important. So look, I'm operating with a plan and a vision. We have to go to the next level. All right? So if you told me to keep a ticket and, try to fulfill that today. Try to fulfill that today. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Try to fulfill that. All right? I would really love to collect the money for the 48, right? The people who said to me, hold this ticket and hold that ticket for them. The 48 here, I would really love to collect that before the event. And if you have to buy a couple of the tickets and so on, buy it before the event. If you have to sponsor anything, sponsor. That's important because besides this, the event on Thursday, we still have to do the pledge. So between now and Sunday, I will send the usual people who give to this program a WhatsApp message asking you, do you pledge your financial support again for this month? We have bills to pay, right? So the event is separate and apart from the bills that we must pay every month to keep the program going. You understand the point? Some will say yes, some will say no. Some already purchased tickets as a form of support. They may not be able to, give financially, but sometimes it could be very tough. But we have to keep doing what we got to do to get there. Very, very important. All right? So again, I'm saying support this event. Buy a ticket, sponsor a couple of tickets, make sure it's successful. Give what you have in any way that you can towards this undertaking. All right? So I want to wish you all the best. Have a wonderful weekend. I will be back with you on Sunday again from 1 to 2, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, there is no program Thursday, except in the morning time. In the morning time, maybe, because when 6 o'clock, I am already at Wildwoods Park organizing. That's how I function. If you know me very well, I don't leave any stone unturned, right? I get the thing done and I make sure I put all out to make it good, to make it proper. That's how Kem Jones functions. If people who know me will tell you that. So let me say it up front. There is no program on Thursday next week. No program. It's all about the event, making sure that the thing is, by the time 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, all food, everything organized already. Yeah. Everything organized. There's no running there and running there. That's how Kem Jones function. That is how I operate. If you know me, they will tell you that. I don't leave anything. I call everybody and I make sure that everything is in place. I get everything and make sure everything is in place. Because I don't want disappointments. I don't want failures. I was never, if failure sees Kem Jones, failure would never recognize me. Failure would pass me straight. Right? So again, just saying, we have a lot to accomplish together. Support this event. Sponsor something, give something, make sure that it's successful. Yesterday, a good friend, Babash man, I call him Babash. He came, he said, Kem Jones boy, I bring a bottle of Babash for you, and $100 is a token. So I want, and he's 81 years. He said, I want this to be successful. He said, Kem Jones, I know when you started this operation, when you started this program, I know when you started this thing, and I want you to be able to be in a radio station and expand and Babash man. Yeah. And then it makes me feel good that there are people out there who want good for me, who want this thing to be good, who want it to expand, who want it to grow. I love that. I really love that. I really do. Yeah. A number of people say, Kem, just want to do something for that undertaking by. I know how you've been there. You never give up. And you still keep going. Genuine, sincere soul. But folks, I want to thank you. I want to thank you sincerely. I want to wish you all the best. Take good care. I'll be back with you Sunday, God's willing, starting from 1 in the PM.